Neil Armstrong in 1969, months before he becomes the first person to walk on the moon.
It's one small step for man.
Throughout his lifetime, Armstrong shunned publicity and rarely gave interviews. In 2012, Armstrong's cremated remains scattered in the Atlantic Ocean. He aged 82 years. 1961, Russian cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin, shortly after completing one orbit of Earth, aboard the Vostok 1 spacecraft, in a flight taking less than 2 hours, becoming the first person to travel into space. 7 years later, in 1968, shrouded in cover-up and speculation, Gagarin and his instructor both perish in a MiG fighter jet crash, their ashes interred in the walls of the Kremlin, 1 year before Armstrong walks on the moon. Repeat, the year before Armstrong walks on the moon. Valentina Tereshkova, the first woman in space. Though she suspiciously looks like a man, presenting a badge to Neil Armstrong during his tour of the Soviet Union. In the background, a large portrait of Yuri Gagarin. Do you think they all notice the striking resemblance the two space travelers, Gagarin and Armstrong, have to each other? Armstrong and first wife and 2 sons. Gagarin and wife and 2 daughters. Their wives also bearing a resemblance to each other. Here is a side-by-side video comparison of Armstrong in a post-Apollo 11 press conference and Gagarin in London, 1961.
It's an adventure that took place not just in the month of July, but rather one that took place in the last decade. We all here and the people listening in today had the opportunity to share that adventure over its developing and unfolding in the past months and years. It's our privilege today to share with you some of the details of that final month of July that was certainly the highlight for the 3 of us of that decade. We're going to divert a little bit from the format of past press conferences and talk about the things that interested us most, in particular the things that occurred on and about the moon. We will use proved to be the case, and after landing we felt very comfortable in the lunar gravity. It was, in fact, in our view, preferable both to weightlessness and the Earth's gravity. This led us to believe, this in conjunction with the fact that all the systems in the LIM were operating magnificently and we had very few problems, to go ahead with the surface work immediately. We predicted that we might be ready